Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 back with another episode of City of Heroes. We're here with Killdozer, and Killdozer is, of course, from our previous episodes we saw. He is our stone, melee, and radiation armor brute, and this is a fantastic combination. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying the radiation armor. It's really good. We are now level 35, and a few more powers. But what I wanted to do today was go over Vanguard and the Rikti War Zone. Um, I had completely forgotten about this area. Originally, this was kind of like the end-game part of the game for levels 35 to 50, when that was as far as you could go. And the Rikti War Zone used to be called the Rikti Crash Site, which is where the aliens crash landed, prior to the game being started. And they made it the Rikti War Zone, and they really jazzed it up and made it, very much a military operation. Heroes and villains joining forces to fight against these alien creatures. And they start at level 35, which we're at, but you don't get a usual story arc from one of your contacts. You have to just know to go to the Vanguard base, and then you'll start getting your contacts that way. So there are three ways to get to Vanguard base. One's here in Atlas Park, one's in Founders Falls, and one's in Peregrine Island. And so what we'll do is we'll go to the one here in Atlas Park. And we've already seen this building before. This is where we got our one of our exploration badges. We want to make some money, get 8 exploration badges in Atlas Park. So what we do is we come in here, or go through this little opening here, and we're being teleported over to the Rikti War Zone. And right away we have a contact, Levantera, and she's going to be our main contact in this area. We're going to, this is actually going to be an introduction to the whole Vanguard and Rikti War Zone thing. So we're going to go through this. I'm not sure it's going to be one episode or two. It's a whole series of missions. It might take a little bit while to do. Anyway, we just came in here. This is from the hero side, Paragon City. If this is over here, is if you're a villain from the Rogue Islands, you'd come in this way. And you've got some bunch of contacts up here and everything, teleporters. We're going to meet her in a few minutes. And here's our contact, Levantera. You become something of a sensation. Okay, I know that. Thank you. Welcome to Vanguard Part 1. I'm glad you have come to talk to me, Killdozer. I am Levantera, and I am part of the Vanguard. We are the only defense our world has against the Rikti. We're looking for others with great power to assist us in this, regardless of which side of the law you may be from. We have heard of your power, and thus, on behalf of Lady Crey, I would like to offer you membership in the Vanguard. Vanguard membership will provide you with many opportunities. In fact, we think you'll find the action for the Vanguard very interesting, very rewarding. Let's join. All right. Very good. Then let me welcome you to the ranks of the Vanguard. This is a great honor and a great day. I will now send you to speak with several others so you may understand a bit about how the Vanguard works. But first, a word of note. Here we fight the Rikti, not each other. The Vanguard has no care from where you came from and no time to waste on internal strife. Hero or a villain, we are here to defend our Earth. Now, Borea will wish to speak to you. You can find her just on the other side of this column. Alrighty. Killdozer, right? Good to meet you. I've heard you were going to join up. I'm Borea, and I help to coordinate Vanguard activities in the Rikti War Zone. Anytime you're looking for something to do, come talk to me and I'll see if there's a mission for you. Hey, you know what? I think I have an easy one for you right now. Defeat 10 Rikti anywhere in the zone, then come back to me. I'll even throw in a little something as a reward for when you return. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to defeat 10 Rikti. Normally I would just skip this part and just do this. I want you to see what their Rikti War Zone looks like, so I think we'll just do a little tour. Now, this area used to be a regular neighborhood before the Rikti attacked, and then they turned to for the first part of the game, the first couple of years that this game was on, this was kind of like a fault line or boomtown where it's all kind of wreckage, and you fought Rikti, and there was a ship back here that you couldn't do anything with. Well, now it's a whole military area, as you've seen. We've got all sorts of stuff in here. This is the main base where we're at. Here we are. And around the corner here is where the Rikti spaceship is and all these Rikti pylons. There's a lot of different missions you can do here for high-level stuff, a lot of level 50-plus things as well. And again, this was really in-game stuff until they added all the new stuff we have now. So this is a pretty big area. So let's go ahead and kill 10 of these guys. Well, let's actually go ahead and look around a little bit first. So this is the main base. We have all our tanks and our military accomplishments, a bunch of anti-aircraft stuff and tower stuff to kill everything. This is the main base we're going to go in and out of. And up here is the helicopter we're going to use for some missions later on. Here's a Rikti guy. So this part right here looks like, just a regular town, part of the town, just warehouses. I guess it's an industrial part of the town. For some reason, they put a mission architect thing in here. I'm not sure why that would be. Doesn't make much sense to me. Where does this go? Crey's Folly. Oh, I didn't know Crey's Folly went here. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the map again. Wow. Okay. Crey's Folly, of course, then connects over to Bricktown. Let's look at the overall map. Okay, here's Rikti War Zone. Oh, okay, here's Crey's Folly. Okay, so we're right over here. Atlas Park is right here, and this is a nice map to look at for everything. We zoomed over to this part. Here's our hospital, which I think is closed down. A lot of reds in here. Let's not venture too far out. There's reds and purples over in this area. Lousy Rikti monkeys. So here's our base over here, tucked away in this little corner. That way, straight ahead there is where the main part of the Rikti War Zone is, where the spaceship is and everything. We're not going to go over there. So, all right, we have to kill 10 of these guys. All right, let's get them now then. A little mission up here. Let's see how much we got. Ooh, a red guy. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh, my goodness. Holy moly, I didn't see my health going down like crazy. Oops. Sitting here sightseeing. Oh boy. Let me show my ground zero. This is my new power I just got. It gives radiation poisoning to everybody in the nearby area. These guys are tough. That's what we want. We're fighting these orange dudes, so we should be a little tough. All right, we need to kill 2 more. Those are Crey. Bunch of guys over here. Hey, tip my kills. Darn it, they're taking my kills. It's these towers that are doing a good job for us. little too good of a job. Let's get at least one shot on this guy before he's killed. Darn it, I don't get credit for that. Boy, oh boy, I hit that guy with everything. It didn't do much damage. Oh boy, these guys are tough. I should fight some of these lower level guys. Where's the challenge in that? There we go. Man, I am going through my blue bar too. I got a little carried away. All right. Let's return to Borea. I did not plan to spend that much time on that particular mission. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see what our contact has to say. Aren't you talented? That was an easy one. Oh, well, okay. But a good start. Take this requisition form, show it to Serpent Drummer. He's over by the armory. He'll get you some Vanguard gear. Remember, you can always come back to me if you ever need something to do. Okay, so we're going to get to meet all the different contacts in this Rikti War Zone here. And they're all into space. Here's Serpent Drummer. Hello, Killdozer. I am Serpent Drummer. I lead the Gauntlet, the branch of Vanguard charged with carrying battle to the Rikti. Borea said I am to give you access to the first piece of Vanguard gear, so I will. Here's a pair of Vanguard gloves. You can equip these at any tailor. Wear them with pride. You may work together later, but for now, it may be good for you to understand how the divisions within the Vanguard are set up. Talk to Gaussian. He should be able to provide you a measure of enlightenment. Here's Gaussian. Okay. Drummer sent you to talk to me. He's a funny guy. Keeps trying to prove, well, that's not important. If you want to know how the Vanguard works, let me lay it out for you. The Vanguard is split into 4 main divisions: the Helm, the Gauntlet, the Shield, and the Herald. I don't know if this is really that important, but we'll kind of go over it anyway. The Herald is a public relations division run by Incandescent. The Shield is a security division. Levantera and Borea share the joint leadership. They handle the security and most defensive roles. The Gauntlet division under Serpent Drummer is our main offensive branch. The Helm is our intelligence division run by Dark Watcher. They gather the information we need. And Lady Grey is the overall commander of Vanguard. She's powerful, well-connected, and has been around for at least as long as Recluse. She sets our overall strategy, with the Dark Watcher as her second in command. Speaking of which, I've been told the Dark Watcher wants to talk to you. All these guys are going to give us some missions later on as we progress through this area of the game. I like this room. It's pretty cool. I think that's where they do experiments on Rikti and stuff. It's well set up. I'm glad you have joined us. I've studied the Rikti for longer than you know. To most people, they are still a mystery. Where are they from? Why do they attack us? The answers are all here, if you know where to look. I suggest you keep your eyes open. Many things are about to change. Be ready for it. That's all I've got to say for now. You best head to Lady Grey. She requested an audience with you. You can find her at the trainer. All right, the good thing is this is this fairly compact little area. You have to like wander around looking for stuff. So there's Lady Grey. There's you can buy enhancements, and I think this is our trainer. Yeah. Okay, let's see what she has to say. We got our badge. Okay. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Vanguard, Killdozer. We have studied your prior adventures, and know you shall prove yourself admirably against the invader forces. When you're ready, we may have a great undertaking for you, but put it out of your mind for a moment. Instead, we suggest you now return to Miss Levantera. I know I'm butchering that name. Venetera. All right. So she can provide you with the first real task against our foe. Okay. We got the member of Vanguard badge. Well done, Killdozer. As you complete missions for us, you will have a chance to receive Vanguard salvage. You can use salvage to make Vanguard items and costume pieces from our salvage machines located in the base. I just received a report. Urgent business upstairs. Looks like you picked the right time to sign up. Okay, so that was part 1. There's like 5 different missions in this little section. It takes a little bit of time, so I may do some heavy editing on some of this so that you don't have to spend 2 hours watching me do all this stuff. We've gotten reports that the Rikti are about to raid one of our bunkers. I've already sent 2 of our heroes, but they're both young and inexperienced. I'd like you to be there as well. Fend off the Rikti raid. The main thing you must do is link it with the other heroes. That should be enough of a threat to draw out the raid's leader. Once he shows himself, or herself, I suppose, I can't tell with the Rikti. Anyway, once the leader pops up, crush him. Oh, and there's one other thing. Keep a lookout for any intelligence. Shortly after you return from your last mission, we received a tip about an upcoming attack. We don't know who sent it, but the Rikti might. Okay, so the Rikti may have a mole in their organization. Okay, so in this mission we've got to go ahead and save 2 heroes who we have met before, and then kill the raid leader. This one doesn't take a huge amount of time, if we're lucky enough to find the people right away. A lot of these missions are it's a big outdoor map. You wander around and look for stuff. I just did this on Tiffany St. Ange, because I hadn't done these missions in a long time. I wanted to see what they were like again. And I managed, on every one of the missions, I managed to find the people I'm looking for like right away. It's like, wow, that's really convenient. I remember doing some of these missions back in the day, which took me forever to do. So we'll do a little bit of searching. See if we come up with anything. Again, if we find any communications officers, that's who we're going to kill first. Yeah, this is where I found both of our heroes, right there and right here. So that was very convenient. Oh, here's one of our heroes now. And it's our friend Fusionette. Great. Okay, let's look for our other hero. And I'm getting a phone call, which I'll skip. Okay, there we go. Well, here he is. He's up here on the roof. That's why I had a hard time finding him. I mean, it took a little pause. And this is Fault Line. He's actually Jim Timbler, who was one of our contacts over in Fault Line. He did those missions. Yes, I have seen FusionNet, but I've lost her because I was jumping around looking for, for this guy. Oh, yeah. The nice thing is, we now have a pointer that shows us where I got a Vanguard merit, shows us where the main boss is, the raid leader. Whoops. Am I going too fast with these guys? Okay. How slow do we have to go to get to this thing? There he is. I'm just going to kill him. Oh, that's not him. Here he is. Yeah, so anyway, these missions, but there are all these outdoor, needle in a haystack kind of things. They can take a long time or a short amount of time. Looks like when I'm filming, it's going to take a long amount of time, which is not good. There we go. All right, so we did that. And we would have had to help if we had waited around for them to follow us. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. Okay, let's talk to our contact, see if we did we get her phone number yet? We did. Looks like you signed up just in time, Killdozer. I'd like to say that bunker raids are uncommon, but here in the war zone, anything's possible. Part 3. As you know, the Vanguard is in charge of containing the Rikti threat. Some are not happy with this. Chief among our critics is Miss Liberty and her Longbow troops. They interfere, they act on their own authority, and cause us no end of problems, but still we fight at the same end. So when some of them get into trouble, we take it on ourselves to help them. Such a situation has happened, and I'd like you to take care of it. So we have to rescue captured Longbow soldiers. I've had my problems with Longbow in the past, but as a member of the Vanguard, that is behind me. Even though their current operation is a slap in our faces, they are still allies and should be helped. A number of their soldiers have gone missing after a scouting expedition. We think they've located them, but they appear to have been captured by the Rikti. Your job is to help them out. Well, I know you'll do your best. All right, so let's head over there. Oops. Down in one of these snake holes. There's 3 of them. Now, the good thing about these guys is once we find them, they're going to fight alongside of us. And one of these guys is like got force fields around him and put around you too, and pretty powerful. He does blast enemies out of our range, though. He is pretty powerful. This map is not huge, so it's actually not bad at all. All right. So let's see if we can find the first person in here anyway. So it's like 2 regular soldiers who have they have cloaking devices, so enemies can't see them very well. All right, so there you go. There's the boss guy. We're going to try and save. Oh, gonna save. We're actually going to do it. What's the clue say? After you rescued him, Lieutenant Sifu thanks you and offered a tip. My thanks to you, my friend. I see you remember the Vanguard. Despite what some think, I do not see a reason for the rivalry between our groups. We are fighting to protect our world. In fact, there is some information we recently gained that could be of use to you. Our resources are too thin to handle it. We have a word of a Rikti assault group that has managed to sneak past our defenses. I will give you their last known location. Oh, and do not mention it to Captain Dietrich. She's an excellent, dedicated leader, but she does not see things between our agencies as I do. Let's see if we can find some more of our people we're trying to save over here. Doesn't look like it. All right, so let's get this guy to go with us as we continue to search. Oh, he lost my position. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, so I'm going to go keep doing this mission, and we will be back when we get close to the end. All right, we've been fighting our way through this a little bit. Let me show you where we're at now. We go through this map. It has been maybe 6 or 7 minutes. This this helper, this guy that we rescued, he's a pain in the neck. He has got the it's like an energy blaster. So every time I'm sitting here trying to fight somebody with my stone powers, he blows them out of the way, like 30 feet away. I'm spending all my time running around trying to catch up to these guys so I can finish them all. It's like, oh gosh. I've been trying to ditch him for a while. He's bad news. All right, so here's a guy. Okay, man, let's do it. I've been trying to lose this guy. So we can find the last of our hostages. Yeah, he's not very good at that either. I don't know. All right, I'm going to keep looking, and we'll be right back. All right, here's the last captive. I ditched those other guys. They were slowing me down, actually, on this character. They were blasting the enemy so far away, and I was up to clean up their mess. So I just went ahead and ran ahead to find out where this last person is. All right. We got all of them, so that's good. Let's talk to our contact. You've done an excellent job protecting our interests and putting Longbow in their place. I'll have the helm examine the intelligence from Lieutenant Tendaji. That could be quite a windfall. Oh, and don't mind anything Captain Dietrich may have said. She's very vocal in her criticism of us. I'd say many of it have had a story about W.M. Dietrich. Part 4. The helm have confirmed the information Lieutenant Tendaji gave you. We've located a Rikti assault group. It seems they snuck past our defenses. This is an excellent chance to surprise them before they attack us. Your mission will be to take out the assault group as well as their leader. Take out the Rikti assault group. We have a helicopter ready for you up top. It'll take you to the area. You'll proceed to the site on your own. There'll be no doubt the other Rikti are around, but your main objective is to take out the Rikti assault group and its leader. All right, so let's get to this helicopter on the roof of our building. Alrighty. Yeah. There are a couple of doors like this, including the door from Talos Island to Striga Island, where it gets a little hung up. All right, here's another outdoor map. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a recon. There's our leader right there. Well, that was easy. There's the leader. Okay. This is not a huge map. But the first person I click on is the leader. That's helpful. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Well, that was a world-class short mission. If you find the leader right there, then there you go. Okay, let's talk to our contact again. So that intelligence from Tadaji was correct. Interesting. What's more interesting are those documents. They look like an attack plan. We'll get these to the helm. They should be able to decipher it. In the meantime, something's come up. The Rikti has performed a mass transport into a section of the Rogue Isles. We don't know why, but we suspect that they're planting explosive devices. Your mission will be to destroy their bombs and to evacuate any civilians still trapped in the area. This is part 5. I know the Rogue Isles don't seem like a place worth saving, but it is, only for the fact that the Rikti want to attack it. Your Vanguard's mission is to stop the Rikti anywhere, anytime. So if you thought you signed up for something else, I'm sorry. You should have joined Longbow instead. You have 2 different things to do here. First off, there's the bombs. You need to destroy those. More importantly, there are a number of civilians trapped in the area. Rescuing them will help make us look good, or to be the right thing to do, I suppose. Now, this mission takes some time to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this pretty heavily. I'll show you the basics. I'll show you the basic of the map. And again, it's an outdoor map. It's around a warehouse or a big industrial plant in the Rogue Isles. 3 civilians, 4 bombs. Do a little bit of this. These communications officers are a lot like the engineers for the Sky Raiders, who call them those force fields. If you hit them once, then it stops them from causing mischief. Yes. I was hoping to show at least one bomb so you can see what it looks like. What I generally do is we're on the side of this building over here. This is about the halfway point. I generally go up here, clear out all the enemies and the bombs and the things all the way over to here. That's the back wall over there. Come around, and then I go on the other side of this building for the other half. It's just not the right way to do it. It's just a way to do it. Seems to work for me. The other way is you could just kind of jump around and look for the bombs and the people, and that would save some time, I guess. I'm going to fight these stupid monkeys. Let's go around this way. I was hoping to find the bomb. And you know this missing stuff is going to be appearing in the neck. I am slotted up pretty well. There's a bomb right there. Okay. are going to do us some damage when it blows up. Yeah, decent amount of damage. Holy moly, it kicks us back a long way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to do this map. So we started right here. So I'll do all of this part first, and then I'm going to go over here and do that part and find the civilians, and we'll be right back. Okay, I just saved that guy over there running away, and he gave me a clue. So I have 1 civilian left and 2 bombs left to destroy, but he gave me a clue. Arnold Decker. Arnold Decker's strange story. One of the civilians you rescued, a young man named Arnold Decker, had a strange story to tell. It was the weirdest thing. They were rounding us up, I think, to keep us away from things they brought. Never can tell what people can do in this town, you know. Anyway, one of them saw me. just stopped in his tracks. He pulled me out of the crowd, just lifted me up, and he was looking at me really intense. I thought I was dead for sure, but he set me down again, took off his helmet, and kneeled down to look me in the eye. Then he said my name. I could barely understand it. Their voices are so weird, but he was trying to tell me something. He said, "Arnold, take care of Mom." Then he tried to help me run away, but one of his commanders froze him in his tracks with one of those mind bolts. I don't know what it all means. How could he have known about my mom? She's been in a bad way ever since my older brother Ben was lost in the Rikti War. I wonder what that means. So that was the most recent clue. So I'm continuing to look around. I have now completed most of this side of the map. I'm going to keep doing that, and we're about halfway through. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, we're back. This is the last of our bombs. This is not a bad mission. It's not hard to find everything. But it does help to have a travel power at the end. This last bomb was the one that was really tricky to find. It's up here, not just on the roof, but kind of hidden behind the roof, which is, you know, kind of cheap. But you know, they hit it up here between the different roofs. I don't know. But again, it didn't take that long to do. You're about to level up too. Nice. All right, let's finish this off. Yikes. Wow. All right, that's going to do it for this mission. I think there should be one left. And again, you can go through and kill all the Rikti in that map if you want to. They bring in some really good XP. All right, let's talk to our contact. You handled the situation well, which is good because we've translated the information you captured, and there's trouble coming our way. This is the big finale. The Rikti are assaulting the base. We need your help now. Defend the base. There's no time to waste. You've got to get up here and defend the Vanguard base. Others are joining in the fight as well, but we really need your help on this. All right, now this is going to be, we're going to go through that door, and it's going to be this section of the map. It's going to be like a little, you know, a walled-off area. We're going to have a lot of Rikti to fight. We have to find Fault Line and Fusionette again. And they're going to be a big help because there's a lot of those stupid little monkey things, those Rikti monkeys. And those things, they're not tough to fight, but man, they do a lot of damage. And there's so many of them that it's actually pretty tough. So first order of business is to find our 2 helpers, and then go to town on the boss. Those guys aren't there. There are a few ambushes in this map as well to keep it a little interesting. It's actually a pretty good mission. Oops, I forgot I had my super thing on. Oops. Not a good start. We can find Fault Line and Fusionette right away. It'll be a big help. Simply because we don't want to have to fight all these ambushes and those monkeys alone. I think I see Fusionette. Yep. There you go. See all those monkeys over there? I'm going to try and avoid those if at all possible. Let's see if we can find fault line. Nope. Those stinking monkeys. Fault lines. Oh, there's a lot of monkeys there. Fault lines costume's a little harder to spot in the crowd. There's the Rikti boss leader, base leader. These little monkeys do a surprising amount of damage. And my AoE does not kill them exactly. It's oh no. We left Fusion Net over here. Here we go again. Gather them up a little bit. Oh, there's a bunch of these nasty little things. Where is fault line? Wait a minute. I see him right over here. Here we go. Oh, man, I hate this little thing. Like little turds. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's go get the main boss. Sure they're following behind. All right, good. More of the turds. Here we go. Come on. Where'd Fusion Net go? Oh, there she is. Okay, here she comes. This combination here should take care of it. Okay, I had this issue before too. I think this guy, we gotta fight this guy too. I think anybody in the immediate vicinity. Yep, there we go. We got 15 reward merits and Vanguard merit. Exit out of here. Okay, let's talk to our contact and see where we're at. Hey, we leveled up. There we go. All right. Once again, you do not disappoint. The information you recovered should prove valuable, and my theory is correct. You see, that warning about the raid, it was sent to us by someone who identified himself as a man who's been missing in action since the Rikti War, an American soldier named Benjamin A. Decker. Now, isn't that interesting? Serpent Drummer would like to speak to you. Okay, so we got a new contact, Serpent Drummer. He's the head of the gauntlet. And what we also have is a new story arc from this contact called The Strange Case of Benjamin A. Decker, which is another little story arc for Rikti War Zone, which we're going to do, I think, next. So until next time, this is Greg 29407 saying au revoir, and we will see you next time.